So, Siren's song. Good morning. You guys are stuck with me for the week, but maybe that's to your advantage because I'm hardcore struggling this morning. It's Monday morning, and my head hurts. So that's great. 2, I missed putting ice in this morning, getting it ready. I then proceeded to miss putting the straw in. Like, I got the beginning of the straw in, but then I let go too soon and it flopped out onto the counter, so then I got coffee on the counter. The ice went everywhere when I tried to do that, so maybe it's to your guys' advantage that I cannot function like a normal human being. Anyways, I spun my wheel. I put all your guys' props on my wheel, and I spun my wheel, and I'm gonna start your guys' first prompt that I'm gonna steal from you. Maybe today, maybe not. I still have to finish tomorrow for Thursday's video. I have like 50 pages left, so I think that's gonna be my priority here tonight. I keep saying that. I'm like, I only have like 90 pages left. Well, I'm down to 50 now, so that is gonna be my goal. However, I cannot read on my lunch break because my grandma has her eye exam today, and so my grandma's decreed that we're going to lunch after her eye exam because she goes where I work. So that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna try to be a normal human being, I guess, at work. It's gonna be a struggle. Oh my god, I'm struggling so hardcore this morning. It's not even funny. But if all goes to plan, I'm gonna start Happy Place for fits my current mood, because I wish I was on vacation, because clearly I'm struggling a lot right now. Good morning. I finished tomorrow last night. 4 stars. I didn't cry like apparently everyone else did. I'm not much of a crier though. However, it is now the next day, and I am still reading Tales of the Dark Feminine. I'm hoping to finish that one tonight, so I can submit that for the treasure hunt prompt. Ooh, that's a really big flyer on that. But first, I gotta make myself some breakfast, I think. We'll see if I can struggle. Yesterday I couldn't get ice in my cup, so let's see what that is. And not because I didn't have ice available, it's because I quite literally fucking missed the cup. Well, we're gonna use this crock pot today to make some food. Okay. Since I have the toaster going in where I need to plug this in at, I'll just set this here and we'll just work right here. Okay, where's my phone? It's in my pocket. Okay, I've never used this recipe before, so we're gonna figure it out. Okay, I need to go to the Pinterest. Oh my gosh, I still have to make coffee too. Jesus, I have so much to do. Okay, a can of soup. Okay, I got that. This is cream of chicken soup. Okay, yeah, come off. We need one of those. Come on, you can do it. Oh my god, I can feel that you're all loosening up. Why won't you just come out of the can in one chunk? Yeah, okay, don't come out in one chunk yet. That's fine. As soon as I want to grab a spatula out, you come out in one blob. It's okay, I guess I'll just scoop the extras out. Oh my gosh, I'm actually kind of hot in this sweatshirt right now, but I also know that the work building is frigid. Okay, look, my bagel is done. Plop. Plop. I'm gonna put you over here for now. And unplug this bad boy. We'll let you cool down for a minute. Okay, what's next? Oh, I was gonna need this cup. That's why I left that out. 2 cups of water. Okay, got it. Let me use my bougie filtered water. 2 packets of gravy. Okay, I just bought powdered gravy because that's what the girl has in the video. Except for she's bougie and bought a name brand. Man, I'm just buying the generic stuff. Myers has a very good generic section. Let me just tell you that. It's half quality, and I'm not saying that sarcastically. I'm actually being truthful this time. Also, if you're new here, sometimes I do this. Sometimes I do little cooking chats. I've been debating, do I need to do like a crock pot one? Autumn's gonna come eventually. But I like using my crock pot. Okay, what we do next, girl? Okay, you used a fork, but I'm gonna use a whisk like a normal person, because I don't want to scratch my dishes up. Mix, mix. What time is it? Oh, it's not 7. I got time. I gotta leave here at like 7:15. I got plenty of time. And I did my reading. I told myself last night, I was like, I want to get some reading in before work. I did it, guys. I laid in bed for 15 minutes though and read. After my first alarm went off, I was like, I'm just not gonna get up yet. I'm just read here in bed. Which meant I just read Tales of the Dark Feminine because that's what was near me. Enjoying that one so far. Okay, accomplished. Okay, you're being bougie with your salt shaker there, girl. Okay, but I guess that means we stab open our chicken. I never told you guys what I was making. Oh my god, I'm so bad at this today. We're making chicken and gravy. Hence the chicken gravy. Okay, and then she seasoned her chicken. So I'm gonna do whatever I want seasoning wise. Like, I don't think my chicken needs salt. I think it needs onions. Helps if you open your onion powder though. Garlic. Can never go wrong with garlic. Forgot that I bought a new onion powder. That will definitely inhibit you from using it. Okay, bougie, what you do next after you use your fancy salt shaker that you can't grind yourself? Okay, then we plop them in there. Okay, got it. Okay, fine. You guys can come in one chunk. That's fine. Mine are frozen. I don't think hers are frozen. But I'm also going to cook mine slightly different anyways because I'm not cooking it on high. Okay, I popped them in there. I'm going to add a little bit more seasoning though. Okay. But next, girl. Yeah, I'm not going to cook it on high. And then you just cook it. Okay, cool. You said on high for 5 hours, so I'm going to cook it on low the entire time I'm at work. That's probably close to equivalent. From previous chicken dishes I've made with frozen chicken. It usually works out that if I just pop it in there before I go to work, it's fine when I get off work 9 hours later. Okay, let's clean some of this shit up. Okay, what time is it? Oh, it's only 7:03. We got plenty of time yet. Okay, let me finish my bagel thing now. I don't have any cream cheese, and I'm very highly specific about my cream cheese. However, I have some butter, which I actually prefer butter on these. You do it while they're still nice and hot, and then the butter soaks in. Delicious. That's the correct way to do things. I don't know, this is also just how, like, growing up, this is how my mom gave us bagels. Also, although that maybe was a me thing, because I really don't like cream cheese. Maybe my mom just did it for me, because, yeah, I don't like cream cheese. Not normal cream cheese, anyways. The only cream cheese I will eat is, berry cream cheese. Okay, then smash you together so that you guys melt the butter. I only eat berry cream cheese because I don't like the taste of normal cream cheese. It tastes very gross to me. Okay, bagel. Come off to the side. You come with me. Well then, I'll pop that back in. Ta-da, fixed it. I have the, like, removable burners on my stove. Okay, plug you in. Scoot you over here. Name badge needs to go in the pocket. Should put away my dishes. Where is... Oh, I said Nori. I was like, where is my Nori? Nori's on the couch. I didn't see you, baby. You was just so tiny. I didn't even see you over there. I don't know if that cup's clean. I'll just do that in a sec. Okay, time for coffeeing. Since I have 2 minutes. Okay, also I need to drink my cup of water. Oh, I should have made this water, should have made my water cup before crock-pot stuff, because now I'm gonna need to drink a whole bunch of it. This spoon will work. Thinking, okay. I think, I don't know how much more of this I have, because you know what, they don't make the bottles for you to see through. Which, like, yesterday when I was making it, oh, I got it on my hand. Yesterday when I was making it, I just poured 3 servings in because I only had 3 left in the bottle. I was like, man, I'll just use all of it. Let's make it extra coffee. But this is a peanut butter one, a chocolate peanut butter one. I found that I like those ones. And this is just French vanilla. Okay, let me do the thing I did yesterday. Flashlight. How much is in this bottle? There, I emptied it. Immersion blend it. Okay, now I need to do the ice. I did it today, got the straw in. If you're wondering why that's a question, yesterday I could not do that. Dirty water cup. Clean one. Oh my god, I gotta drink some water yet. There's the alarm. Hi, Shelby, you're right on time. I know. Is it time for kitty treats before I abandon you? It is. Yeah? Are you ready? Okay, Shelby's meowing because right before I leave for work, I always give them treats. It's been a minute since I've updated you guys, and I have 110% forgot my glasses in the car, and I just now realized that I was going to sit down and read. I was like, where are my purple glasses? You know? And I was like, oh shit. I took them off when I was leaving work, and I took my sunglasses that were in the car and put my sunglasses on. So 110%, they're in the cup holder in the car. And I'm honestly quite too lazy to go down and get them. Realistically, I'm thinking if I can suffer through 30 minutes, it's gonna be Ellie's nighttime routine time, and we're gonna have to go outside, and I can just stop at the car then. So realistically, I think I can manage. But I haven't updated you guys since literally Tuesday. So Tuesday is when my life fell apart this week. So Tuesday morning, my car decided that it doesn't want to function properly, and the plastic part of my front bumper, this black plastic part, yeah, it decided to detach. And so then, like, I text my stepdad, who works with cars, and was like, hey, my bumper isn't being a bumper. And he said, just bring the car over after work. Mind you, it is a 30-mile drive to my mom and stepdad's. And so I actually came home first, and I just took Ellie with me. Like, at that point, she had been locked up since 7:15 this morning. I can't, like, even if I come over right after work at 5 and I get there at like 6, that's so long for her to be locked up. So I was like, I need to go get Ellie at least. So I got Ellie, and yeah, it's like dangling, and it totally got worse on the 30-mile drive there, and it totally cracked in half. The whole fucking part of my plastic bumper snapped in fucking half. So my stepdad just finished taking it off the car, like that whole section. He's like, I'll just buy a new one, because his car actually did the same thing like 2 weeks ago, because we actually had the same car. His is just a different color than mine. Same year, everything same. It's a Ford Focus 2017. His is white, mine is red. Yeah, so he just reordered the same part that he needed to fix on his for mine, and now my car is actually currently in my grandmother's garage because he told me not to drive it until the bumper part got put back on it, you know, to protect, you know, what the bumper is meant to protect. But the problem is I had to drive 40 miles to the other office, so then I dropped the car off at my grandmother's house. It's like 10 miles from my mom's, and I have my grandmother's car now because my grandma actually has 2 cars, because I needed to get on the interstate to drive 40 miles to work one way twice this week. So hey, it's an extra easy $200 in my bank account, which is like good, because, you know, my life fell into shambles and I needed to replace it. It's really, realistically, it's not that expensive and it's not that hard of a fix, he says. It was like $68 with shipping to get that bumper, so it's fine. But like, you know, with Ellie going to the vet the other day, like a few weeks back, it's like one thing after the other, and I'm like, I swear to God. So Thankfully, me driving there twice this week means they had to pay me a shift premium to work in another location. So it's an extra $200 in my check. It's taxed yet, yes, but you know, better than nothing. And I'm going in another day this next week, so that'll be another $100. So it's like fine. But it's now Friday night at 8:30, and I'm drinking an Alani, yes, because I slept too much this week, guys. My life fell into shambles, and I got tired, and I slept for a whole 7.5 hours the other night. I cannot sleep for 7.5 hours. It makes me much too tired to sleep 7.5 hours. I wake up feeling like crap when I sleep that much. I cannot sleep that much. 6 hours, it's 6, maybe 6.5. That's all my body wants. Otherwise, I wake up feeling like somebody, like my head will hurt if I sleep longer than that. Like, my body does not like to sleep longer than that. So I felt like crap like all week because I was sleeping that much. So obviously I needed to sleep that much, but my brain did not agree that I wanted to sleep that much because my head hurt all week. That all being said, that's not even it. Also on Tuesday, my grandmother calls me. She had an appointment on Monday and was like, hey, Lexi, can I still get contacts? So she didn't want contacts on Monday. Like, she's happy with her contacts. She actually wears a rigid gas permeable keratoconus fit lens. She has keratoconus. Instead of her eye being round, like the cornea being round like it's supposed to, like a dome, hers is like a fucking traffic cone. That's not supposed to be. It makes your vision very bad. So like with glasses, the best she can see is 2400 and 2080, which is not legal to drive in the state of Ohio at all. That's horrible vision, actually, really. Like, but with the rigid gas permeable lenses for keratoconus fit, like she can get to 2070, which is the state minimum to drive during the day in Ohio, and 2025, which is no restrictions on your license, and you only need one good eye to drive in the state of Ohio. So she's like, I just didn't think I needed them because they're expensive lenses and stuff. But she's like, I don't think I need them. I didn't need the extra like expense right now. So, because like she just bought a new lawnmower because her lawnmower took a crap, and like my grandma lives on the farm. It's like she needs a rider mower. So it's like so much. So then I had to go in, and she like lost her lens on Tuesday, the day after her appointment. She said she like rubbed her eye at work and her lens popped out and she couldn't find it. And I was so stressed for her. So I talked to them. I went into the contact lens department on Wednesday because I was like, hey, listen, you know my grandma, like our contact lens, like, I don't want to say she's a rep. She's not. She's our contact lens guru, I guess. She does all of our ordering, all our training and stuff with that, insurance stuff with the contacts. I was like, listen, you know my grandmother. Because my grandma is actually only one of 2 patients we have in the office I work at where she needs this kind of lens. We have more patients who have keratoconus than that, but it's such an old lens design because it was more done in like the 80s, 90s, which is when she had it first done and it works. So we've just like, let's not fix something that's not broke. So we just do that for her. But I was like, listen, so I know these fucking contacts cost several $100s. What can we do? Like, technically we're supposed to charge $500 our office just to fit the lenses, and then the lenses are more on top of that. Once we decide like what we're doing, they go for like $250 a lens. You're dropping like $1,000 to get this stuff done. However, my grandma has a medically necessary contact benefit on her lens, so her insurance will pay all but that $500 fee our office is supposed to charge, and then she just has to pay $20 for the contacts themselves. So that's like $30 saving per lens, which I mean is good because they're considered medically necessary because we can get her vision so much better in them than glasses. And to be considered medically necessary, you have to have certain criteria, and it can't just be because I don't want to wear glasses or my glasses hurt my nose or my ears. That's like not a thing to your insurance company. They don't give a fuck. So because we can legit prove like she sees so much better in contacts, she can get them approved as medically necessary. And I sweet talked him out of the $500 charge. I was like, you know my grandma, you know her. She's such a sweet old lady. I sweet talked him right out of the $500 charge. So now she only owes 20 bucks for it, and I'm probably honestly just gonna pay it because she's my grandmother and like she's done so much for me in my life. I can like, realistically, I can spare 20 bucks. Realistically speaking, I don't like spending a ton of money, but like realistically, I buy a lot of stupid shit and I could just not buy some stupid shit, you know? So anyways, my life fell apart, and then I had like a whole bunch of crazy patients on Wednesday and blah, 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 and today is Friday, and I did not have a crazy patient. We had a crazy case in the office that retinal hole superior, retinal tear with edema slipping behind their retina, in between their retina and their choroid, which is like the next layer of your eyeball, fluid filling that, surrounding their optic nerve, which is the connection that goes to your brain and allows you to see. And then he also had a retinal break straight through his retina, just a break with blood everywhere in the inferior part of his vision. Like, his retina is crazy case. Wasn't my patient, was just being snoopy and looking at the images after I heard through the grapevine that this was in the office. I was like, I'm gonna go look at the images because I want to look at the images. Anyways, days ago I spun my wheel and I spun for you guys, and I got Happy Place for a prompt, which I can't even remember what the prompt is anymore. Anyways, but I got Happy Place for a prompt, and I'm only a little bit in. I'm really enjoying this one. I am enjoying this one more than Book Lovers that I read last week. So I'm on chapter 12. I wanted to read more last night, but I was so damn tired I didn't get to it. And then I also did read Tales of the Dark Feminine by Castro for last week's / this week's treasure hunt, the one that started last week Wednesday and ended this week Wednesday. I did go ahead and read that one, and I'm giving that one 4 stars. I'm not a fan so much of short stories, but this one worked really well, and they were just short little snippets I could kind of just break my day up with, and like they weren't too long. I feel like it worked well because a lot of it is like legends and like mythology, which I do actually have an interest in, and I'm sure these stories are like shortened, condensed versions of actual like legends and myths, but I just had an enjoyable time with that one. And then I was also listening to A Bargain So Bloody by Vasilia Drake. I was just like vibing at the beginning. I was like, oh, la la la. It started out like that 3-star. We're doing the world building. Like, there's really not much going with the world building and stuff, you know? And then it was like a 4-star, but like literally like the last 30 minutes of this audiobook, emotional turmoil, guys. This could honestly be one of my favorite books of 2025. I was like flabbergasted, and it ends on a cliffhanger, and like the next book isn't slated to come out until June, and like obviously because it just came out this past June, this first book in the series, like they don't have like anything available for me to request an arc of the second one, but like I want it so bad. Like I want to read it immediately. I can't even say much without giving it away, but it's vampires. She's kind of a witch, but she's not. So she is born into a witch family, but she has no powers. So it's kind of like, you know, the thing in Harry Potter, like the squibs, like she's like that, but they call it something different. So she actually has no powers that she thinks. However, I think she's just hiding it. Like she just never manifested it by the typical age. And by age of 8, she was imprisoned for servitude to the king for her parents' crimes, essentially, because she fucking can't do magic. So, and she was only supposed to be theoretically sentenced for 15 years, and then she finds out that, like, joke's on you, bitch, we weren't doing that. And so she has to deal with this prisoner that's a vampire, and then after she, like, frees him and they escape, and they make it to the vampire kingdom, she finds out he's actually, like, the king of the vampires, and he's claimed her as his chosen one, and basically that means don't fuck with her. And he definitely falls first. It doesn't have like a ton of romance. Like there's like snippets of like alluding to like he's fallen first and he's like clearly falling in love with her, and she's just like, I mean, I think she definitely has feelings for him, but like she's refusing to admit that she loves him too, or like wants anything to do with him. She's just like, so like I can't do this. But by the end, right at the end, and all the shit goes down, oh my god. I was in so much emotional turmoil. It's not even funny. But now it's Friday night. I procrastinated and did everything else that I neglected to do while my life was falling apart this week. And it's Friday night. I'm not doing sprints tonight because I'm actually doing sprints in the morning for you guys, but plan is gonna be I want to pick up Happy Place and read more of this, but I also may read on my Kindle, which is another vampire romance. It is Treasured by Elena Galli. So I'm kind of anticipating reading that tonight a little bit. I started it at lunch, didn't get very far, so we're gonna kind of jump into that one here next. Oh my gosh, I didn't think that would still work. Hi, welcome, Siren Song. It's the end of When You Get Me. It's so sad, I know, but I did finish Happy Place by Emily Henry. Enjoyed this one more than Book Lovers that I read last week against Anchored Souls. Like, ugh. But I read this one much better. I like the fake dating trope. However, it had a unique spin. I've never seen a fake dating trope where the couple used to date and like were engaged and then just didn't tell anyone they were like broken up. So very interesting setup for that one, and I did enjoy this one actually. So I was thinking, I'm probably just gonna get rid of the ones I don't like, but I want to keep Happy Place because actually I really enjoy this. I'm still debating between a 4 and a 4.5, honestly, because I don't really know which one I'm gonna go for. But today is Sunday and I have much to do. Not really. My youngest sister's going shopping for her homecoming dress, but the little bro don't want to do that. But that's fine because I also don't like dress shopping. 1, because I hate dresses. 2, because not only is my youngest sister going, my other sister is going, and they are the 2 most indecisive people and the worst people to shop with in my entire life. I don't know how my mom does it, because they cannot find off the rack what they see in their head, yet no one knows what they see in their head because they don't like describe it well, but that's not it. And you're like, just pick fucking something. So Lil Bro and I are gonna go see Bad Guys 2, so because that's his favorite book series. So we're gonna do that, and then he's never been to Steak and Shake, and I was like, you've never been to Steak and Shake? And when I said that yesterday, my youngest sister was like, oh, I had just been there for the first time like a week ago. I'm like, there's literally one like 20 miles from Mom's house. You've never been there? And she's like, no. It was really good though. And I'm like, I know it's really good. So Lil Bro and I are, after the movie's at 1, we're gonna do like a late lunch. We're gonna go to Steak and Shake, mainly because I really want a milkshake and their beef tallow fries, so that's what we're doing. But there you go, Siren Song. You actually escaped better than what Anchored Souls did. I only submitted 1 book against you in the end, so you guys are like fine.